Have you ever wanted to teach your kids how to swim yourself? I'm going to show you what I'm trying to teach my kids based on the Red Cross program. So first I showed the freestyle to my kids, then the backstroke, and then the breaststroke, and finally the dos élémentaire. After a small demonstration, it was time to start practicing. First thing to learn is to learn how to float on the belly and on the back, and then to slide on the belly and on the back. After that, we can learn a little bit of the different styles. So I'm gonna make the kids swim as bad as they are. Let's jump into it, and I'm gonna correct them the same way you can correct your kids so they get better. And of course, we all know the method to correct our kids. First thing is to say something nice, then something to correct, and then another nice thing. This is called the sandwich method. Here we can see my 6-year-old. He's doing a great job with freestyle. First thing I would say to him is to look in front of him a little bit more so that he can go straight instead of doing some S's. Here we can see also that he should correct his breathing. He's looking up to the ceiling to breathe, and that's a bit too high. He's still doing a great job with his arms and with the breathing under the arm. It's not always easy to do, and we'll see in the next video that his twins have more difficulty with the breathing. We can see that he's doing a great job here to look in front of him, so he's going more straight, doing less of an S shape, but he is still stopping and doing some difficult movement to breathe up instead of breathing on the side. So that's the next thing to practice for this kid, the breathing that is done under the arm with the ear staying in the water instead of lifting the head like this. This kid's doing a great job with his kicking. Here, after some tips and tricks I just gave him, I thought he was doing better with his head up to stay a little bit more in a straight line. Could kick a little bit more and could look less to the ceiling to breathe. Now we're starting with the backstroke. It's really difficult to learn at the beginning. We can see here that this kid has a lot of difficulties with staying at the surface of the water. He's doing the arms in the wrong direction, so it's not going well. We're going to start over. This kid has a little bit more ease with the backstroke, but still should try to get his belly button out of the water the more he can, so that he slides in a horizontal position on the water. It's going to be easier for him to go faster with a more horizontal position. Here's my 4-year-old. She's doing her best, but still having difficulties. The arms are in the right direction. Here's my 6-year-old. He has difficulties because his arms are not rotating in the right direction. He's still doing freestyle. So we started back to the beginning with the kick only glide, and that's really the first thing to do. If it's not going well, go back to the basics. So we go back to the basics, we do a push from the wall, and then just kicking, arms right on top, staying at the surface of the water. And then when it's really easy to do that small step, then we can add the arms. But it was too early to add the arms earlier, and that's why it went really bad. So here we're trying to add the arms. It's not easy. Usually kids will do exactly what this kid is doing. They are doing one arm at a time, moving one arm at a time in the movement that is called rattrapage. It doesn't work like that. You should always have arms in opposite direction, but at the beginning we usually see styles like that. It starts like that and it's going to get better. So here, kids already getting stronger and stronger, improving quite fast in the same half an hour period. So he still has to work on staying a little bit more straight, having arms always in opposite directions, and kicking a little bit more to stay more horizontal in the water, but still doing great. So here's another try with the same kid that had difficulties. So we started over with the glides only and kick, and then adding the arms afterwards. It goes a lot better. Already we're seeing that he's doing a lot better, more in horizontal position in the water at the beginning, and then arms are trying to stay opposite one from the other. It's going well. So here we're starting the most difficult style, which is the breaststroke. It's difficult to learn the synchronization between the arms and the legs. So that's the first try, and it's really not that bad. It's gonna get better, but you really have to practice to get the kick correct and the arms correct. So I'll do a little bit more of a demonstration after, and it's gonna help, and show them the video of me at the beginning of this video again, so that they get used to the motion and also the synchronization between both. So here's the second try at the breaststroke for this kid, and it's already getting better at the beginning with the synchronization, but with the tiredness, it's getting worse at the end of the length. So here the horizontal position is really difficult to maintain because the glide is not going well. So we really have to work on the leg movement first to make sure that it glides a little bit more, and then you'll be able to be more in a horizontal position to continue. But we'll work together on that. Now trying dos élémentaires. It's really difficult at the beginning. Usually the kids mix the kick of the backstroke, and same thing here. Trying to start with dos élémentaires but doing backstroke kicks and then changing at the last minute. First thing to practice is really to get the gliding with the legs a little bit longer. So really the movement of gliding after is easier if the belly button is out of the water. You make as if you had a banana in your throat, so that the head is looking backwards. And then the second step, we'll see in the next video, we're trying to get the knees more possible in the water. It's going to help to let the knees in the water. Another example here, always starting with a backstroke kick, which is not correct, but it's the only thing that they can do. So trying to keep the hands under the water, the knees under the water, belly button out of the water, banana in the throat, looking back. Thank you so much for watching. See you next video.